What does Easter mean to me? Although we are in a lockdown and restricted, we can still go to the supermarkets like Asda, Sainsbury's, Tesco's, and we will notice a lot of Easter eggs and hot cross buns and other merchandise that will tell you that we are in the Easter season. While some may be looking forward to feasting on those eggs and buns, others will be looking forward to the bank holiday and the festive seasons. A few will consider going to a church or celebrating the religious aspects of Easter. For me, Easter is not only a time of reflection and introspection, but a time of rejoicing. Let me share with you my reasons. Jesus dreaded going through the rejection, the betrayal, the pain, suffering, the torture, and eventual crucifixion to pay the price for my sin. I think of his prayer in the Garden of Gethsemane. I think of how Jesus prayed agonizing and saying, "Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass away from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done." My understanding of this passage is this. Humanly speaking, Jesus didn't want to go through with what lay ahead of him. He didn't want to drink the contents of the cup, but he was willing to submit to God's will. This means God's purpose or will was that Jesus goes through with the ordeal in order to save me and in order to save you. We are so loved and are precious to God that he was willing to deny Jesus' wish in order that we be saved. What a God we serve. He demonstrated his love and care for us by allowing his only begotten Son to go through the ordeal and to die for us. Jesus himself sums it up in John chapter 3 and verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. So on the one hand, Easter is a sad time when I remember the ordeal that Jesus went through. But on the other hand, it's a time of rejoicing. Why? Because the grave, my friends, is empty. Jesus rose on that Easter Sunday. Yes, beloved, the grave could not hold him. He's alive. There were many witnesses who testified of seeing the risen Savior. Some, even those who disliked him, testified that indeed Jesus had risen. In fact, the Apostle Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 6, Jesus appeared to an assembly of about 500 people. Yes, my friends, it was no secret. He is alive. But I guess the best news about Easter is that he is coming back. So Easter is a time of rejoicing because we serve a risen Savior. It is my prayer that we will experience the blessings of God during this special time. He's alive. Let us rejoice in this fact.